Claude just dropped Haiku 4.5, and it's absolutely crushing every other AI model right now. This thing is faster, smarter, and way cheaper than anything else on the market. I'm going to show you real tests around that, prove this is a complete game changer for your business. If you're not using this yet, you're literally leaving money on the table. Let me show you exactly what I mean. First off, Claude Haiku 4.5 just beat every single frontier AI model on the market. We're talking about GPT-4, Gemini, all of them, and it's not even close. On the SWE Bench verified test, which measures how well AI can actually code real software engineering tasks, Haiku 4.5 scored 73.3%. That's higher than Claude Sonnet 4 at 72.7%, higher than GPT-5 Codex at 74.5%, and way higher than Gemini 2.5 Pro at 67.2%. But here's where it gets crazy. Haiku is supposed to be the small, fast, cheap model. It's the entry-level model in Anthropic's lineup, and it's beating models that cost way more to run. Think about what that means for your business. You can now get top-tier performance at a fraction of the cost. You can automate more tasks. You can build more AI tools. You can scale faster without breaking the bank. And the speed, Haiku 4.5 is insanely fast. We're talking about processing responses in milliseconds, which means you can use it for real-time applications like customer support, live chat, instant data analysis, all that stuff. Now let me show you the benchmarks, because this is where it really starts to get interesting. On agentic coding tasks, Haiku 4.5 scored 73.3%. That's better than Sonnet 4 and almost as good as GPT-5. For terminal coding tasks, it hit 41%, which is way better than Sonnet 4 at 36.4%. But the real kicker is the Agentic tool use benchmarks. On the retail benchmark, Haiku 4.5 scored 83.2%. On airline tasks, 63.6%. On telecom tasks, 83%. What does that mean in plain English? 4.5, Haiku can actually use tools and APIs like a human would. It can book flights, it can process orders, it can handle customer service tickets, it can do all the boring, repetitive tasks that eat up your time every single day, and does it better than almost every other model out there. Let me show you some real tests I ran with Haiku 4.5 so you can see exactly what this thing can do. First test, I asked it to create a retro-style 2D side-scroller game. You know, like those old school games where you control a character escaping from something. I wanted enemies, collectibles, power-ups, background music, particle effects, the whole deal. And Haiku 4.5 built the entire game in seconds. I'm talking about a fully playable game with a rogue AI escaping a data center. You control a green square, there are firewalls, which are red squares, and antivirus bots, which are orange triangles. You collect data fragments and yellow power-ups that give you speed boosts. There's a score tracker, a health system, everything. The game actually works. You can play it right now. And it took Haiku less time to build this than it would take you to order lunch. And if you want to learn how to do all of this step by step, I've got you covered. Inside the AI Money Lab, we have over 100 use cases and tutorials that show you exactly how to use AI to scale your business. We've got SOPs, processes, templates, all the tools you need to start making money with AI today. We've got over 28,000 members inside the community, and they're all sharing their wins, their strategies, and their results. You get access to all the video notes, all the trainings, and all the freebies we give away every single day. The link is in the comments and description below. Go check it out. Second test, I asked it to create an interactive generative art platform, something where you type in a prompt and it creates evolving particle animations or fractal visuals using WebGL. I also wanted users to be able to download or share their generated AI art, plus sound reactive effects that respond to ambient audio. Haiku 4.5 built the entire thing. You type in a prompt like cosmic dance of particles and boom, you get this beautiful, colorful particle system that moves and evolves in real time. You can toggle sound on and off so the particles react to your microphone. You can download the art as an image. You can share it. And there are different color schemes: rainbow, cyberpunk, sunset, ocean, neon, aurora. Each one looks completely different and they're all stunning. This is the kind of tool you could sell as a SaaS product, or use to create content for social media, or just use to blow people's minds. Third test, I asked it to build a fast-paced 2D roguelike game set in a cyberpunk city. I wanted procedurally generated maps, wave-based combat, a shop system where you can buy AI implants, and glow effects with pixel explosions. Haiku 4.5 delivered. You get random maps every time you play. Enemies scale in difficulty as you progress through waves. There's a full shop system where you can buy damage implants, health cores, motion enhancers, and reaction boosters. Each one costs credits, and you can buy multiple upgrades. The game has a cyan player with a glowing aura, magenta projectiles, and neon enemy outlines. It looks like something straight out of Tron or Blade Runner. And again, this took seconds to build. Fourth test, I asked it to create a 3D parkour game using 3.js or Unity Web GL. I wanted players to jump across futuristic skyscrapers with double jumps, wall runs, reflections on glass surfaces, and a day-night cycle. Haiku built a fully immersive 3D parkour game. You jump across buildings, you can double jump in midair, you can wall run when you get close to a building surface. The game tracks your jumps, your position, and the time of day. During the day, you get bright sky blue lighting. At night, you get darker tones. The reflections on the glass surfaces are realistic. The physics feel smooth. And you can actually play this in your browser right now. Fifth test, I asked it to develop a holographic dashboard that visualizes live cryptocurrency prices as floating 3D cubes or spheres. I wanted real-time data fetching, hover tooltips, and a toggle for viewing trends in Galaxy mode, which is an animated starfield backdrop. Haiku nailed it. You get a 3D visualization of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and Ripple. Each one is represented as a rotating cube or sphere with holographic colors. When you hover over a coin, you see the price and the 24-hour change percentage. The Galaxy mode adds a starfield background that animates and moves, and the data updates in real time by fetching live prices from the CoinGecko API every 30 seconds. This is the kind of tool you'd use for a dashboard in a fintech app or a crypto trading platform, and Haiku built it in seconds. Now, here's what you need to understand. All of these tests were done with prompts. I didn't write a single line of code myself. I just told Haiku what I wanted, and it built everything. That's the power of this model. You don't need to be a developer. You don't need to know how to code. You just need to know what you want to build, and Haiku will build it for you. And because it's so fast and so cheap, you can iterate quickly. You can test different ideas. You can build prototypes in minutes instead of weeks. This is how you scale your business with AI. Now let's talk about the benchmarks again, because I want to make sure you understand just how good this model is on computer use tasks, which measure how well AI can actually use a computer like a human. Haiku scored 50.7%. That's better than Sonnet 4 at 42.2%. It's not as good as Sonnet 4.5 at 61.4%, but remember, Haiku is the cheap, fast model. It's not supposed to be the best at everything, but it's still crushing most other models on the market. On high school math competition tasks, Haiku scored 96.3% when using Python tools. Without tools, it still scored 80.7%. That's better than Sonnet 4 at 70.5% and way better than Gemini at 88%. On graduate level reasoning tasks, Haiku scored 73%. That's only slightly behind Sonnet 4.5 at 83.4% and GPT-5 at 85.7%. On multilingual question answering tasks, Haiku scored 83%. That's almost as good as Sonnet 4.5 at 89.1% and better than Sonnet 4 at 86.5%. On visual reasoning tasks, Haiku scored 73.2%. That's close to Sonnet 4 at 74.4% and not far behind GPT-5 at 84.2%. What does all this mean? It means Haiku 4.5 is basically as smart as the top models on the market, but it's way faster and way cheaper. You're getting 90% of the performance at 10% of the cost. That's insane. Now let's talk about pricing, because this is where Haiku 4.5 really shines. Haiku 4.5 costs $1 per million input tokens and $5 per million output tokens. Compare that to Sonnet 4.5, which costs $3 per million input tokens and $15 per million output tokens. That means Haiku is 3 times cheaper than Sonnet. Remember, Haiku is almost as good as Sonnet on most tasks. So you're getting similar performance at a fraction of the cost. For high volume applications like customer support, chatbots, data analysis, Haiku is the obvious choice. You can process millions of requests without breaking the bank. And because it's so fast, you can handle more requests per second, which means better user experience and higher customer satisfaction. Now, here's something else that's really cool about Haiku 4.5. It has improved reasoning and instruction following. And that means it's better at understanding what you want and executing on it. It's less likely to hallucinate or make stuff up. And it's better at following complex instructions with multiple steps. This is huge for automation and agentic workflows. You can give Haiku a complex task like analyze this spreadsheet, identify trends, create a report, and email it to my team. And it'll do all of that without you having to babysit it. That's the future of work. Artificial intelligence agents that can handle entire workflows from start to finish. And Haiku 4.5 is one of the best models for this right now. Now, let me show you one more thing. Haiku 4.5 also has better vision capabilities. It can analyze images, extract text, identify objects, all of that. And it's really good at it. You can use this for things like OCR, image classification, visual search, all kinds of applications. For example, let's say you run an e-commerce store. You can use Haiku to automatically tag and categorize product images, or you can use it to extract text from receipts and invoices, or you can use it to moderate user-generated content and flag inappropriate images. The possibilities are endless, and because Haiku is so cheap and fast, you can process thousands of images per day without worrying about costs. All right, so let me recap everything we've covered. Claude Haiku 4.5 is the new king of AI models. It's faster, smarter, and cheaper than almost every other model on the market. It beats GPT-4, Gemini, and even some versions of GPT-5 on key benchmarks. It's incredible at coding, tool use, reasoning, vision, everything, and it's 3 times cheaper than Claude Sonnet 4.5, which makes it perfect for high-volume applications. I showed you real tests I ran where Haiku built entire games, art platforms, dashboards, all in seconds. No coding required, just simple prompts. You can use Haiku to automate customer support, create content, analyze data, build prototypes, and so much more. It's the ultimate AI tool for scaling your business. And if you want to learn exactly how to use Haiku and other AI tools to make money, join the AI Money Lab. We've got over 28,000 members, over 100 use cases, and tons of free resources. Link is in the comments and description. Now, here's what you need to do next. First, if you want to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds of hours with AI automation, join my AI Profit Boardroom. We currently have over 1,000 members, and they're all crushing it with AI. This is the best place to learn how to use AI to grow your business fast. Second, if you want a free SEO strategy session, the link is in the comments and description. We'll analyze your website, show you where you're losing traffic, and give you a game plan to rank higher on Google and get more customers. And third, make sure you grab the SOPs and processes inside the AI Money Lab. You'll get access to a checklist of 100 different tutorials, all the video notes and all the trainings. Plus, you'll be part of a community of 28,000 members who are all using AI to scale their businesses. Link is in the comments and description. Claude Haiku 4.5 is here and it's changing everything. If you're not using it yet, you're falling behind. So go test it out, start building with it, and let me know what you create. And remember, Julian Goldie reads every comment, so drop a comment below and let us know what you think about this update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.